Hi folks, my name is Randy Reisman. I'd like to talk to you today about By the Numbers, which I think is a dynamite software program for smaller entrepreneurial type businesses that have a sales force and do some advertising or marketing expenditures. It's really a neat program that has really helped me track such things as marketing costs or advertising costs, salespeople's closing ratios, salespeople's cost of sale acquisition, average job sizes, all of these kinds of things. I think that I've explained in a couple of other little YouTube things here, some of the different aspects of it, like the CRM, the marketing, the sales. But now I'd like to talk about just some real life examples. And I think that it'd be interesting for you to hear about, I sat there for years talking about, talking to these salespeople, these marketing salespeople. And I'm telling you, these marketing or advertising salespeople, i.e. Yellow Pages, TV, radio, these people are pros. And they're coming in to visit me in my office and they're telling me that, if you did this, this would happen, and you did this, this would happen, and blah, 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 blah. But you know what? I never knew if that's what happened or not. I didn't have any record of that's what's happening. I know that I spent hundreds of thousands of dollars a year in different advertising ventures, and I never knew exactly what worked and exactly what didn't work. And so it was really, really difficult to make these kinds of decisions because I didn't have the information. So we started to track the information. That was the beginning, the actual beginning of By the Numbers. It was done with paper and pencil. We just started tracking. We started tracking what advertising venues we were using, what they cost, what sales we got from them, what was the average, what were the revenues from the sales we got for them, and started dividing all of this out longhand. And we did it by Salesforce, and we did it by salesperson, and we did it by advertising venue. Well, once we started tracking that, it was much more enjoyable to visit with all of these advertising salespeople because I could sit right across the desk and say, I like what you have to offer. I think it could work great, but you know what? My history says that it didn't work that well. What do you mean? I said, well, we tracked it. We've tracked it for the last 2 years or 3 years or 1 year or whatever it is. And these are the results we've gotten. So all of a sudden I was on much more of a level playing field with some of these very accomplished media salespeople. And I think that being I had the numbers and being I could substantiate and show what I was talking about, I was able to do better negotiations on the behalf of my company because I had the information and background. And so, facts are facts, figures are figures. And they really did have to give me credit. And I think it helped in my negotiations with them when I could show them, this is what we've done. This is how successful it's been. This is what our cost of sale has been. This is what our job acquisition cost has been. We've tried it with many different salespeople. Here are the results with each salesperson, etc., etc. So I think that is really important. Using By the Numbers another way is you can have somebody in your office or yourself, whoever it may be, go through some of the leads. Salespeople, leads are leads. If you don't have enough leads, that's not good at all. If you have too many leads, then all of a sudden you get a bunch of dead leads. I love salespeople, but they tend to run across quite a few dead leads. Well, it's kind of fun to check up on that dead lead file every once in a while. You have somebody in the office go in the back room and start making some calls. True life story. I had one of the gals I know tried it. 6 minutes. She revived a so-called dead lead, turned it into a $24,000 sale. That's pretty good. What is that, $4,000 a minute? That's not a bad return. So that's another way that By the Numbers can be used. It also can be used, just kind of changing dramatically here, instead of talking in particular instances, but talking in a way it can be used. It can be used by companies that have distributors out there, or resellers, or dealers. Typically they all run a pretty similar format, although the names may be different. I think in the United States it's typically called resellers and they're typically called dealers. But it's also very easy for a manufacturing company to monitor how their dealers are doing, a manufacturer or a major distributor, to monitor how the individual dealers are doing. And when you're doing any kind of co-op sales, expense sharing or advertising sharing, you can very easily monitor the sales made by the dealer, the costs or the expenses for the advertising that they turned in to you as the major distributor or manufacturer, and do the math. It's all right there. You can push a few letters on the keyboard, and any kind of analytical report you want to get, looking at such things as leads generated, cost of leads generated, sales gotten, cost of sales gotten, average job sizes, all of these kinds of things. It's all right there. Just push a button, it's all real time, it'll pop up, and you're up current to the minute. I think that I'd like to give you a little bit of advice if I could, and I would really suggest that you go to our website at Get By The Numbers. Repeat, getbythenumbers.com. And I think you'll be happy to see the information we have on our website, and hopefully you'll ask for a demo. I think you'll really be glad if you did. Thanks a lot, folks.